Hello everyone and welcome back. My name is Nathan and this is Sioux Shrimp Breeders. And in this video I wanted to go over kind of a shrimp room update. I wanted to go over a few of my tanks to show everyone what I've been doing with them all. I'm also in the process of setting up more tanks. I have also purchased a new shrimp rack. I feel it's a pretty good time to go over my shrimp room to make sure that I keep everyone up to date. And if you are not subscribed to my channel and you love seeing shrimp and everything shrimp related, be sure to hit that subscribe button because that is what this channel is all about. Now, if you would like to see a lot of shrimp and have a little bit of time on your hands, stick around. What I'm going to do is go around the room and kind of give an update the best that I can. Starting off with this side of the room, I purchased a new shrimp rack. It is a big steel one from Home Depot. I will go over that in another video. Starting off with this tank, this is a 15-gallon, and I have turned this into a kind of a Taiwan bee backline and skunk. I really didn't want these breeding back with my Taiwan bees, so I've started to remove them. Some of these do need to be moved back, like I think there's still some Black King Kong 1-bar and 2-bar in here. But for the most part, I'm hoping to keep this just the Taiwan bee backline and skunk. There are some Tang Tai in here with some Tangerine Tigers, as I like to see what all I can get from mixing and matching. There's some fancy tigers in there that are very pretty, but those are going to be going in a new tank once I set up my new tanks. The other three tanks up here are two 10-gallon tanks and a 15-gallon. This one here is my Neocaridina coal tank for now. It also has a few hybrids in there also. This one here is a Neocaridina coal tank with some mystery snails in there. I'm not really for sure how much I like those. They produce a lot of waste and it's causing me to have to clean this tank out a lot. But this one is a work in progress. There's really not much to show there. They kind of hide a lot. There's maybe 10 to 15 blue dreams in there. But this one here is kind of a neat tank. It is full of, I guess, all kinds of stuff. There's Tang Tai and fancy tigers and crystal reds, crystal blacks. Some of these are going to get pulled back out when I set up more tanks. I do have, sorry for the focus, I do have more soil down here. About 6 bags of ADA, enough to set up maybe 4 or 5, maybe 6 more tanks. But that's going to be coming later. Right next to the 20 long, I've got a 33-gallon. This one is one day going to be completely Red King Kong and Red King Kong Extremes. I do have a few Black King Kongs in here. Also a few hybrids that need to come out. I don't really want to mix and match too much in this colony. I need to get all of the misfits out of here because I want to keep my Extremes and my 1-bar, 2-bar King Kongs as a pure colony. There are a few babies in here. Not really for sure if you can. I always seem to find 1 or 2 hiding out. Where are you? Oh, there's one right there. Really hard to see. And there's another one over here. Right there on that leaf. There's another tiny one back there. They're hard to see, but they're all over. These two tanks here are 2 Neocaridina tanks. I have my cherries and my carbon really. These still need a little bit of culling, but they still are very, very pretty. I've had this colony for about 9 years, 10 years going. I will never ever get rid of this colony. If I was to give up shrimp keeping, this would be the only colony that I would keep. Love, love, love cherries. Over here is a 36-gallon. And I don't know how this is going to work because the lighting is not very good. These are my carbon really, like I said. Some of these are blue. Of course, there's a Caridina shrimp in there because I didn't really know what to do with her. I like the way she looks, but until I find room, I'm going to start putting some of my favorite Caridina into some of my Neocaridina tanks. They seem to do just fine until I can find space for them when I set up new tanks. Over on this side of the room, I have my last 3 tanks. This one here is a 75 gallon. It's just full of fish. I just got done rescaping it today, actually. Now this Rotala was really hanging over the top and clouding the whole tank. I couldn't even get any light to penetrate the bottom, and it was making some algae grow. So I had to cut all this up and replant it. And I've decided to replant the Rotala, cut off all the dead bottoms of it. And I do have some other plants hiding in the back there, but maybe one day I'll do an update on this. But it has a hard time, or I have a hard time maintaining it because CO2 tanks are a lot of work. But here's my CO2 tank. The last two tanks are a 33 gallon and a 30 gallon. This one is my crystal red shrimp tank, and it has been a really successful shrimp tank. There are shrimp in here everywhere. I want to say that I've sold about 800 to 900 of these in the last 3 weeks, just to show you how successful this colony has been for me. There's still anywhere probably between 300 to 500 in here. I absolutely love my crystal reds. The last tank I have is a 30 gallon. It's full of Black King Kongs, Extremes, 1 bar, 2 bars. There's a few pintos that I also have to remove out of here. There's lots of blue bolts and a few blue steels, also some blue bolt Mosuras. I was going to remove this big girl here, which I love her. I love the way she looks, but she's buried, so I decided to let her stay in there for a little bit longer until she gives me some more offspring. I am seeing some babies in here. Hopefully you can check those out. They're kind of neat. Looks like a baby black pinto. And then, what else do we have here? I saw a lot of them in here earlier. Oh, there's another baby pinto. I think there's some. Where's all my little? There's a bunch of little baby 1 bar, 2 bars in here. I just don't know where they are. Oh, there's a couple back there. Right there. That might be a shadow panda there. And there's another one back there. There's a few red pintos in here too. I love everything about my tanks. It's so cool to see so many different babies come from tanks. But yeah, that's going to be it for this video. Be sure to hit that subscribe button if you haven't. I hope everybody has a wonderful day, and I hope you had a wonderful holiday. And cheers.